Alright, so George picked up his two guns and he drops off another one. George, this is the last one. What are you doing? Going through your safe saying, well, let me just take them all over to Buzz's and have them checked out one at a time? No, it's not going to happen. Because it takes a while, first of all. I got 100 things going. Second of all, came over here yesterday and standing out there, we're talking, and he kept saying, I got two things to ask you. I go, okay. He goes, well, yeah, I got two things to ask you. I said, all right. So anyway, here's your guns. Well, how did it work? How do you like the stuff? This and that. We go through that. You know, the spray can versus the airbrush and all that. But he says it looks good. He's happy. Fine. And everything's set. Everything was oiled. Rust was removed and it's done. He's happy. He goes, oh, good. He says, okay. Well, another question. What's that? I got this other gun. He says, and every time I pick it up, the trigger falls out of it. He says, but it works. Oh, well, yeah, it works if you find the trigger and keep putting the trigger back in. There's a reason why the trigger keeps falling out. So anyway, this is, I have no idea what the hell it is. It's got a name on it. Bauer, I have no idea. I can't even see it here. Where the hell was it made? It was made in Michigan. They don't even make it anymore. I doubt it very much because it is a piece of garbage. But at that point, let's find out what the story is with this one, because this thing does not want to. It's like a puzzle. These cheaper guns are, you know, I mean, once you get used to the puzzle, that's another story. So in here we got a spring that's connected to the firing pin or the striker, and the back side here, where it'll actually come out, slides into here, so you can tell if there's one in the chamber or not. So that's that part. See, here it is here. Okay. Now, if we look at the frame, we have 3 grooves. If we look at the barrel, we have 3 grooves. This gets held in with those 3 grooves to keep it in place. And there's a guide on the front, if you can see it or not, that's also here so that the barrel can only go in one way. And it doesn't turn unless you bring it out a little bit, and even then it doesn't do a whole lot of turning. So we have to get this on. It slides on and it slides down and then it slides in. And at the same time, try to work around this barrel so that it'll lock into place on here. And it's a pain in the ass. There's no slide lock, you know, or takedown lever, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to keep that there for now. And I'm going to see if I can get this down here for now. Push this back, hopefully. Turn that. Okay. Alright, so now, when I was doing this earlier, I found with the trigger kept popping out, I realized that the handles were a little loose. I mean, George, you shouldn't even own a gun. And this piece right here, believe it or not, is what helps hold that trigger in place. That goes through a hole on the trigger, and the trigger has a spring on it so that this will come back out after every round. So that's what that is. Now the only thing holding that in is the handle. So by the handle loosening up, that is a strong possibility that that can pop out, and that's what was happening. So, all right, now that should be the lock. It is, okay. So it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but we're done.